Hello everybody, my name is Bill, this is Rest to Resurrection, and I need your help. I've been doing this channel for over a year and a half now, I think, maybe getting close to 2 years, and it's actually growing really nicely. I'm quite pleased with how it's doing. Now, the thing that I'm looking for your help with is the type of content that you would most like to see. I could make videos that were just pleasing to me, and in fact, I'm still going to do that. The content will be something that is interesting to me. But at the same time, you are my audience, you are my customers, and I need that content to be interesting to you. So the help that I'm asking for is you helping to define what the future content of this channel is going to look like. Now, the reason I say this, or the reason I ask this, is for those of you that have been with me for a while, you know about my other channel, 6 Rounds Studio. Now, I've been doing that channel for a lot of years. It's growing really nice. It's starting to really find its place. We're going to cross 8,000 subs in the next few days, and I'm excited about that. But it took me years to figure out what my audience wanted and to be able to produce content that kept my audience interested and coming back. I'd like to do that here on Rest to Resurrection as well, but I'd like to accelerate that. I'd like it not to take the next 5, 6, or 7 years to get Rust where 6 Rounds is now. So what I'm asking from all of you is to help guide me a little bit and talk about the kind of content that I could produce for you that would be interesting, would keep you coming back, and would keep you watching through the entire video. Now, this channel has mostly been about Jeeps, which is fine. Jeeps have been the things that have been most accessible to me for the last year, but I have other cars in the collection. My interest in the old car hobby is greater or broader than just the Jeeps. So I'm looking for guidance from you. Did you all come on board just for the Jeeps? Are the Jeeps the only thing you care about? Or would you mind me doing content from some of the other cars in my collection? The 75 Pontiac, the 89 Mustang, the 70 Camaro. That 70 Camaro is an interesting one I'd like to talk about here in a minute. Would any of that excite any of you? Help me define this channel. What kind of content are you looking for? Are you looking for how-to content? Are you looking for me to explain how to fix something? I'm not a mechanic. I said that in an earlier video. I am an enthusiast. I've been an enthusiast since I was a young teenager. I have my first Hot Rod magazine that I bought in 1968. I subscribed, and I subscribed for almost 30 years. And I have all of those editions from 68 to when I finally let the subscription go, because frankly, I thought Hot Rod was becoming something that I wasn't interested in anymore anyway. So I have been an auto enthusiast for decades. My enthusiasm or my interests go well beyond just the Jeeps. So, are you okay with me featuring other cars in the videos? Do you want how-to? I am not a mechanic, and everything that I would do, I would simply be sharing with you my learning process as I learn to do these sort of things. There's still work to be done on the Jeeps. All right, I've got that 1966 CJ5 that I tore apart 50 years ago, decades ago, and I want to put that back together. Is that something that you'd like to see a steady series on rebuilding that? A good friend of mine and I, Jeff Ford, we are building an autocross racer or autocross car out of my 1970 Camaro. Would you like to see more content on the 70 Camaro? I can't do all of that because that is literally 1,200 miles away. But I can feature more content on that as well as we make the changes and the upgrades to that car. My 89 Mustang, are there things that I can do for you that would be valuable in content on the channel. Would you be interested in some racing? I've thought about doing autocross racing, which is why I'm building the 70 Camaro the way I am. But I've thought about doing autocross racing, SSCA, getting my Mustang down there to start until the Camaro's done. My wife has a little roadster that is pretty tight and slick on the roads. Is that something that you'd be interested in seeing that car race in an autocross? I'm not going to go street racing. I have no intentions of destroying my cars, but it would be fun to do something like autocross racing with any of these cars. Drag racing, I'd love to take the Mustang down to the drag strip and make a few passes there. So is racing something you'd like to see on content on the channel? Road trips. We do a lot of road trips with the old cars and the old Jeeps. I've already done a few small road trips on the channel, and you guys seem to enjoy them. They actually seem to do pretty well for view counts. Would you like to see more road trips? What else could I do? The 75 Pontiac. I start it up a couple times a year, drive it around the yard, park it back in the garage, and don't look at it until the next time I start it. That is a car that I bought brand new in 1975, and my goal, one of my goals before I die, the birds are making all kinds of noise outside of my garage. Go away. There, took care of that. So I'd like to get the Pontiac back on the road. I literally would like to drive it before I die. It has a few issues that have been with the car since I parked it, and I've already talked to a mechanic friend of mine about helping me get through a couple of those issues that are A, beyond my skill, or B, I don't have the lift to get it up so that we can do that work. And he's agreed to help me with the 75 Pontiac. Would you like to see that in a video when I do that work? Help me out, guys. Give me some suggestions on the kind of content that would make you interested and keep you coming back. I'm big into culture. I'm big into the antique or the vintage car culture. I'm big into museums. I'm big into attending car shows. I've never put anything on display in a car show, but I love to attend car shows and look at the cars and the work that folks have done. Are you interested in discussions? Would you be interested in hearing my thoughts on how I think the hobby is and how I think it's going? Now, it's funny, down in my machine shop where I do firearms restorations, that is actually work. That's actually a job. I have paying customers, and I film that and I put it on 6 Round Studio. I share that work, those restorations, and with all of my viewers over there. And that, like I said, that channel's doing really very well. I'm very pleased with that. This is my passion. This is my hobby. This is not, I'm not earning anything on this. This is just me enjoying the hobby and sharing it with all of you. So that is my question. How would you, as a viewer, like to see this channel progress? There are several channels that I follow or observe because they're doing well, and or I should say several automotive channels that I follow that are doing well. Looking at their techniques, what the kind of stuff that they do, the way they share things. Iron Trap Garage, Auto Restomod, Sarah and Tuned. There's a few others that I follow specifically for the content, me trying to understand their production methods, how they do things, and how they keep people engaged. And they all do something different, but they all have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So again, I'm looking for you. I'd like to grow this channel faster than 6 Round Studio, but I'd like to do it because I'm providing the content that you're interested in watching, and the algorithms will recognize that you're interested in watching and share it to more people to help grow the channel faster. I can put a poll up, and I may do that over the next few days, maybe put 1, 2, 3, 4 polls up just to get a sense. We'll kind of narrow this down into smaller blocks, and you can Perhaps you can vote or make your suggestions, but I am really, really interested in your thoughts. Because if I'm going to put the effort into filming this, I want to do it for purpose. I want to do it knowing that at the end, my audience is satisfied. I'm satisfied because I'm getting the work done. I love filmmaking. I love teaching. I love showing stuff. So I get satisfied. I hope you get satisfied. And that at the end, we're producing a channel that is worth the effort for all of us. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love this stuff and I love you guys, and I will see you in a future video. Bye, guys.